So, Sankalpa and Sameer, I think Sameer is present here. Do you all need any revision with respect to anything what we had done earlier, or shall I go further? How do we go about it? Do let me know so that we can go ahead, at least revision with respect to that, because those are some new concepts which we were learning. Yeah, so we have done, this is just a recap which I would like to tell. Go further. Sameer also. Okay, very good. That's nice. We did heterolytic cleavage, homolytic cleavage. Then we looked into the hybridization. That is what kind of hybridization happens. Uh, oh, I mean, what is the structure of the radical which is formed in case of homolytic cleavage and heterolytic cleavage? What is the structure of the anion which is formed? Okay. After that, anion and cation which is formed. Then this was what last we did, homolysis, heterolysis, if I remember. And then we were talking about electrophiles and nucleophiles. Did we complete electrophiles and nucleophiles, or we just started at polar reagent? I think we were over here somewhere. Anyways, let me start from here. Types of reagent. So as I said, what is meant by a reagent, what is meant by the substrate, and what is meant by a reagent. So anything which is going to react with the substrate. Say for example, you have a functional group, and that functional group, say you have an alcohol as a functional group, and you want to convert it, or you want to do an oxidation of it, convert it into a ketone. By now you know RCORROH, that is alcohol. So then that alcohol is going to be your substrate, and then you're going to react, or you're going to convert it into something else. So say for example, here there's in this example which is given, that is, this is the acid chloride which you're treating with ammonia, and this ammonia is going to be the reagent, this is going to be the substrate. And this, because you have decided that I want to convert this into a new product. Okay, so then this is going to be a substrate, this is going to be a reagent, and finally you also have a byproduct in this reaction. The polar organic reactions are brought about by two types of reagents. Depending upon their ability to accept or donate electrons from or to the substrate, reagents are classified as electrophiles and nucleophiles. Last time we just checked into it, that electrophiles meaning electron liking species or loving species. जसं आपण म्हणतो hydrophobic and a hydrophilic. Hydrophilic is something which likes water, or which goes near to the water. Hydrophobic is something which is going away from water. So electrophile means electron loving species which accept electron from the substrate. So they have a positive charge. Thus, electrophiles. See, what exactly what we are doing is just what I want to tell you with respect to this chapter is that uh, first we started with IUPAC nomenclature. That was what is first. Before that, we started with the structure of any given molecule, if you remember it. Then we looked into different structures. Say, for example, Fisher formula, wedge dot formula, then Newman projection formula, Sawhorse formula. These were looked into. I mean, we saw all those. After that, we looked into IUPAC nomenclature. We looked into aromatic compounds. So different compounds were seen. And now what we are doing is that this is a pretty long chapter, so it can be divided into. First part is that you look at the structure, second part is the nomenclature part of it, the functional groups which are there. Now this third part talks about the intermediate species. That is what happens when a bond is, when there is, say, a covalent bond, what happens when it is broken. But before that, we also saw how that bond gets broken, whether it gets broken by, whether there is homolysis or heterolysis. Okay, homo is, that is the two electrons which constitute a bond, that covalent bond, they are distributed equally, whereas when the in heterolysis, the two electrons go to one of the groups. The group which takes the electron gets a negative charge. The group which releases the electron or which doesn't have the electron gets the positive charge. After that, now we are looking into the intermediate, what happened during any reaction. So when a bond breaks, we said that, okay, fine, I can explain this with using this no, I mean, what right now I'm doing there itself, I can tell you what is an electrophile, because that connectivity has to be there. So here you are. Say for example, let me take this E, and this is a bond between. Okay. Now, if this is heterolysis, consider that there is heterolysis. So what will happen is that, look at the curved arrow. The arrow is moving from the electron towards the reagent, which is towards the group, which is or the atom or the element which is going to carry the pair of electrons. So here now you can see that E is devoid of any electron, so it is going to be having plus, while are you following? So when a bond breaks itself, you are getting an electrophile or a nucleophile. Um, so this is it, that you get an electrophile or a nucleophile. So this, what happens is that the electrons are already gone to the nucleophile. Nucleophile is in search of a positive center, and see, if the reaction doesn't happen, I mean, you do not add any other third species over here, then they will combine back to give you this, because no longer these species cannot stay into the solution for a longer time. They need to be stabilized. Just like when a bond breaks, we saw that free radicals need to be stabilized. So tertiary free radicals are more better than secondary. Secondary are more better than primary, and then a methyl free radical. हे आपण तसं बघितलं होतं. तसंच इथे सुद्धा तोच प्रकार होतो की हे जास्त काळ राहू शकत नाही, आणि ह्याच्यामध्ये लगेचच रिॲक्शन होऊन you will get this. Are you following this? So now I think I can, then we can go there. That would be more comfortable for you to understand. So here you are. The polar organic reactions. Now these reactions which have a charge normally are polar reactions. They are brought about by two types of reagent depending upon their ability to accept or donate electrons depending upon their ability to accept or donate electrons from or to the substrate. Reagents are classified as electrophiles or nucleophiles. Now, electrophiles meaning, they can ask this question, can be a 1-mark question or 2-mark question. You need to define it as well as give an example. Always remember, whenever you are giving any definition, काही झालं तरी example द्या, because half mark for the definition, half mark for the example. So always example is very, very essential when you give. Okay, so now let us go further. Electrophiles accept electron from the substrate. Thus, electrophiles are electron-seeking species. That is, they are looking out for electron. This is because they themselves are devoid of electron or they are electron deficient. For example, a positively charged ion. So here you can see that Br here is positively, I don't know why they have taken this example. Normally Br is electronegative, but okay, they haven't put in a charge over here. But this species or a neutral species such as AlCl3 is ready to accept the electron. Then we can go further with nucleophiles. These are nucleus, that is, they have electrons. Now they want to give those electrons. So they are looking for centers which are deficient in electrons, or nucleus, positive charge. Nucleus normally we denote by a positive charge. So it is said that they are nucleus. Give away electrons to the substrate. So these will be giving away electrons to the substrate. This is because electrophiles are electron-rich species. For example, negatively charged species such as OH minus or neutral species such as H2O having lone pair of electron. All these are the species which are going to give electron are known as nucleophiles. Okay, now if this is the case, if you have understood it, yeah, okay, let us continue. I want to go to the box and ask you the questions over here. I want to do that. But before that, let us complete this and then we can. A polyatomic electrophile has an electron deficient atom in it is called as electrophilic center. So whenever there is a, say for example, so consider that CH3. Now this is a polyatomic group, okay? And here you can see that it has a plus charge. So therefore, and this is CH3, it has an electron deficient atom in it is called as electrophilic center. So this carbon has an electrophilic center, while polyatomic nucleophile has an electro-rich atom in it is called as a nucleophilic center. So here you can see that this is example of an electrophilic center, and then you can have some other examples which could be a nucleophilic. Say for example, supposing you have F and F. I'm putting in three Fs over here, and then you get a carbon ion. So this is also wherein you have, this is a carbocation if you have CH3 over here, and if you have fluorine trifluoromethane if you have, and then the hydrogen will go away leaving, because these are electronegative atom, they will try to pull the electron towards it, and therefore the hydrogen can be easily left. So this is a very good acid also, because the proton, I mean I've done this kind of a structure. One moment. How are you getting those two species? You are getting them because of this. Say for example, CH3 and CH3. In this molecule, if there is going to be a reaction, say for example Cl, okay, and in this case you can see that you will get heterolysis again. You will get have you understood this? Now in this case, which is the electrophile and which is a nucleophile in this case? Have you understood? Which is the electrophile?
Ma'am, can you tell again?
What do you want me to tell again?
This process.
Actually, who is talking, Sankalp or Samir?
Ma'am, me Samir.
समीर. अच्छा, समीर बोलतोय. अच्छा, हे ह्याला ही जी प्रोसेस आहे, आपण हिट्रोलिसिस आणि होमोलिसिस केलं त्यावेळेला तू होतास ना बाळ?
Yes, ma'am.
So what has happening over here is that this is heterolysis, म्हणजे हा एखादी रिएक्शन होते वेळीला this bond is going to break by heterolytic fission. So when this heterolytic fission होतं त्यावेळेला these two electrons are over here and they are carried by this electronegative element and it is going away, see. And then this group which is there, it is having carbon as the positive center. So this is breaking. So you are getting here. Now tell me which is a nucleophile and which is an electrophile in this. Yes, what happened, Sankalpa? Even you haven't understood it. What have I done? Sameer, have you understood? First of all, tell me whether you all have understood electrophile and nucleophile or not.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, then why aren't you answering over here when I'm asking you all the question? इकडे काय ह्याच्यामध्ये electrophile कोणता आहे?
The fluorine one is electrophile.
One moment, huh? I'll mute myself. Then you speak.
The fluorine one is electrophile, whereas the other compound is nucleophile.
Chlorine one is electrophile. One moment. Look at the structure of chlorine. What have I shown over there? I have shown Sameer, you also look here. What is happening? I'm writing it again, the whole thing, because I'm not very happy with the answer which we all have given. See, what has happened is, supposing there is a reaction happening. For that, during that reaction, this bond has to break. Now, this bond breaks in such a fashion that which group is this? At least tell me. Can you tell me the IUPAC name of this compound?
Chlorobutane.
How 1-chloro?
2-chlorobutane. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Sorry.
Sankalpa, you're not paying attention to chemistry, I suppose. Tell me what it is. Samir, if you can. Look at the straight chain and then
2-chloro-2-methyl propane.
very correct. Now it is correct. 2-chloro-2-methyl propane. Because here you are having, don't make silly mistake, Bara. See, it is like this straight chain. Here you have second carbon atom, you have chlorine, you have methyl. Otherwise, the common name is tertiary butyl chloride. The common name is tertiary butyl. Don't mix those two. Tertiary butyl chloride, and this is the tertiary butyl group which is getting formed over here. If the bond breaks, wherein in a heterolytic fashion, wherein chlorine takes the electron pair and then you get a negative charge over here. Now you tell me ह्याच्यामध्ये इलेक्ट्रोफाइल कोणता आहे आणि न्यूक्लियोफाइल कोणता आहे? पहिले अंडरस्टँड व्हॉट इज इलेक्ट्रोफाइल. मला कोणीतरी इलेक्ट्रोफाइल म्हणजे काय सांगेल का?
Which takes the electron.
Correct. Which takes nahi, which is seeking the electron. Understand one thing. You like ladus, okay? And say for example you have a brother or sister, I don't know, you have a cousin sister, she comes to you and she has your mother gives her 3 or 4 ladus. She is happy, but you are not given because she is a guest at your place. So then, but you want it by hook or crook. You love laddu, so you want at least one. आईने सगळे चारीच्या चारी लाडू तुझ्या त्या cousin sisterला दिलेत आणि तुला लाडू हवेत, and then I mean you are now ladu seeker or you're a ladu file. Do you understand that? Which means you are looking out for ladu. Do you understand, Samir? Same thing for you also. I'm just trying.
Yes, ma'am.
मग आता when electrophile is taking the electron or seeking the electron, पहिले तो आधी क्लिअर करा. ज्याच्याकडे your sister is actually is what do you say, she has ladus, so now she doesn't want ladu, she is also ready to give you a ladu. She is looking for someone, कारण तिच्याच्याने ते 4 खाल्ले जाणार नाही आजच्या दिवसात. आईने सांगितलं ते संपवून टाक. बिकॉज तिला वाटतं की बऱ्याच दिवसांनी माझी भाची घरी आली आहे तर तिला मला लाडू द्यायचे आहेत, पण तिला बिचारीला 4 लाडू संपत नाही. सो शी इज ऑल्सो लुकिंग टू गिव्ह अवे दोज लाडूज. Okay, so that way, so I'll call her unladu, just a nucleophile and electrophile. So you are going to be consider those ladus as electrons. So you are going to be an electrophile. You are looking for electron. So therefore, this positive charge tells you that there is no ladus over here. Are you following it?
Yes, ma'am.
And here, this is your sister, cousin sister, who is having those extra ladus. Do you understand over here?
Yes, ma'am.
Now tell me, ह्याच्यामधला इलेक्ट्रोफाइल कोणता आहे? सी, तुझा कन्फ्युजन ज्या आन्सरांनी मला, तू जे आन्सर मला दिलं त्याच्याप्रमाणे मला असं वाटत होतं की यू आर थिंकिंग जो इलेक्ट्रॉन घेऊन जातो दॅट इज नॉट अन इलेक्ट्रोफाइल. इलेक्ट्रॉन ज्याला हवे आहेत दॅट इज अन इलेक्ट्रोफाइल. लाडू ज्याला हवे आहेत इज अ लाडू फाइल. डू यू अंडरस्टँड?
Ma'am, so here the carbon is the electrophile.
Exactly. Now you said it right. The carbon is the electrophile. हायड्रोफिलिक किंवा इलेक्ट्रोफिलिक, म्हणजे हायड्रोफिलिक म्हणजे जिथे पाणी आहे तिथे जाणारा, हायड्रोफोबिक म्हणजे पाणी नको असले तिकडे जाणार, फिलिक आणि फोबिक हे दोन आहेत. आणि न्यूक्लिओफिलिक, फिलिक म्हणजे जे आपल्याला गोष्ट आवडतं, तर एवढं लक्षात ठेव की लाडू फाईल इज द पर्सन गोइंग टुवर्ड्स दॅट लाडू, इलेक्ट्रोफाईल इज गोइंग टू द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. ओके.
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Clear, very clear. Of course, the analogy is not good, but I wanted you all to understand it properly, कारण हा गोंधळ होणार. मग आता न्यूक्लिओफाईल कोणता आहे मला सांगा.
Chlorine atom.
हा, this is going to be a nucleophile because it already has electrons. त्यामुळे त्याला हे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स द्यायचे आहेत कोणाला तरी जिथे पॉझिटिव्ह सेंटर आहे तिथे. ओके. मग रिॲक्शन मध्ये असं पॉझिटिव्ह सेंटर येईल किंवा अशी रिॲक्शन त्यावेळेला ह्याला दुसरा इलेक्ट्रॉन देणारे हे मिळेल. दिस इज जस्ट ह्यांचा ब्रेकअप झाला, म्हणजे दिस इज नाव दे आर गोइंग इन फॉर अ रिॲक्शन. So there are other molecules which this group tertiary butyl carbocation, this is the cation which is formed, which is now in search of electrons, so it is an electrophile. Chlorine already has electrons with it, so it is now looking for a this to give away the electrons, so it itself is a nucleophile and this is an electrophile. Have you understood?
Yes.
Okay, good. मग आता लेट अस हॅव अ लुक ॲट दिस. आता ह्याच्यामध्ये समीर, गुड, यू आर सेइंग येस, बट आय थिंक संकल्प इज स्टील नॉट क्लिअर. समवेअर शाळेत कॉलेजमध्ये काही हे झालंय का?
कळलं मला.
कळलं तुला? अच्छा, मला वाटलं कॉलेजमध्ये काही गोंधळ झालाय की ज्याच्यामुळे काही म्हणजे यू हॅव दिस की असं असेल म्हणून. कधी कधी होतं आपल्याला मेंटल ब्लॉकमुळे असं वाटतं की नाही हे असं आहे. एनिवेज, आता नाव सी द फन. इकडे काय आहे, ह्या इथे फ्लोरीन इज इलेक्ट्रॉन विथड्रॉइंग ग्रुप. ओके. सो त्यामुळे काय होत आहे, हे जे सगळे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहेत दे विल कम ओव्हर हिअर. ओके. Now, if hydrogen has to leave, it will leave without electron. Okay, अशा परिस्थितीमध्ये now you tell me ह्याच्यामध्ये which is an electrophile and which is a nucleophile. आता हा bond breaking होतं. Now I look at the bond breaking that I have shown it. So here you can see that now the electrons are okay. Now tell me which is an electrophile and which is a nucleophile.
Hydrogen is electrophile
Hydrogen
and
is
carbon is
Very good.
nucleus.
Hydrogen is nucleophile?
No.
no.
Ha. No, I understood, but Samir said something more.
No, he was speaking now. That's why I
Oh,
said.
you completed it. Okay, very good. So this is electrophile and this is nucleophile. Is the concept clear properly? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
बरं झालं, मी रिव्हिजन घेतलं म्हणून. हे गेल्या वेळेला झालं होतं आणि आता मी हे केलं म्हणून. अदरवाईज ते असंच उगाच चुकीचे कॉन्सेप्ट आहेत. फाईन. ओके. सो दिस इज अबाउट या. So here now let us have a look. So that center मी जे आता काढले होते those were nucleophilic centers किंवा electrophilic center. For example, a electrophilic center of electrophile AlCl3 is Al. मगाशी जे होतं electrophile and nucleophile मध्ये कार्बन सेंटर होता त्याच्यामध्ये दाखवलेला. म्हणजे when you are talking of polyatomic groups, otherwise that chlorine and hydrogen were also electrophile and nucleophile, that is I'm not talking about. But when you're looking at polyatomic structures, polyatomic means many atoms together, but at the center you have a positive charge or a negative charge, which has only, now in this case the electrophilic center of the electrophile AlCl3 is Al, which has only 6 valence electron. The nucleophilic center of the nucleophile H2O is O, which has 2 lone pair of electrons. So here O has got 2 lone. Oxygen always has 2 lone pairs of electrons. That is, it has an extra electron. It has got those ladus. So here it has got it is a nucleophile. Now a nucleophile attacks the electrophilic center in the substrate and brings about a nucleophilic reaction. On the other hand, an electrophile attacks the nucleophilic center in the substrate and brings about the electrophilic reaction. This principle is shown over here in the following reaction. this is here that NH3 nitrogen has got a lone pair of electron. BF3 is devoid of electron. It devoid म्हणजे त्याच्याकडे इलेक्ट्रॉन नाही आहेत. पण इथे एक लक्षात घ्या, इथे पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज दाखवलेला नाही. दिस इज अ न्यूट्रल स्पीशीज. ही स्पीशीज आहे, ह्याच्यामध्ये चार्ज येत नाहीये, पण त्याच्याकडे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कमी आहेत. नाव नायट्रोजन इज गिव्हिंग इट्स इलेक्ट्रॉन. नायट्रोजन इज हिअर अ न्यूक्लियोफाइल. BF3 is an electrophile. So, and ammonia is going for a nucleophilic reaction, while BF3 is going for an electrophilic reaction. Curved arrow is always shown from head and the tail. The tail starts from the electron, head goes to the atom where the electrons are going. Okay, and then you get this kind of a species. Here the nucleophilic center N in the nucleophile attacks the electrophile B in the electrophilic BF3, giving the product. So this is the whole reaction which is happening actually if you are looking. Sir, let us now tell me, identify the nucleophile and electrophile from NH3 and CH3. Also indicate the nucleophilic and electrophilic centers in them. Now tell me, in this NH3 and CH3 positive, which is an electrophile, which is a nucleophile?
NH3 is nucleophile and CH3 is electrophile.
NH3 is nucleophile. Why? Because nitrogen has got a lone pair of electron. कायम लक्षात ठेवायचं, जोपर्यंत केमिस्ट्री घेताय तोपर्यंत नायट्रोजन कडे लोन पेअर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स असतात, ऑक्सिजन कडे 2 लोन पेअर्स ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन असतात, आणि CH3 कडे तर चार्ज दाखवलेलाच आहे. सो आता ह्याच्यामधलं सेंटर कोणतं आहे? इन दिस केस विच इज द सेंटर, विच इज द न्यूक्लियोफिलिक सेंटर इन NH3?
नायट्रोजन.
व्हेरी करेक्ट. आणि CH3 मध्ये
Carbon.
Very correct. Carbon. Carbon is, it will be something like this, you know, H, H, H आणि प्लस. एक लक्षात घ्या, हे कसं फॉर्म झालंय, हे कसं फॉर्म होऊ शकतं, हे जेव्हा समजा इथे क्लोरीन असेल तर तो क्लोरीन ते इलेक्ट्रॉन घेऊन गेलाय. So you are getting this kind of a structure, okay? And carbon is then therefore is the center. Okay. Now coming to the next, electronic effects in organic reaction. Is it clear so far? कळतंय ना तुम्हाला? कळलं ना?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
व्हेरी गुड. म्हणजे आम्ही मुद्दामून मागे मागे जाऊन थोडं थोडं परत आपण केलेलं असतं, ते म्हणजे तुमच्या नजरेसमोर येईल म्हणून मी परत जाते की का चॅप्टर आपण केला. सुरुवातीला आपण सॉहॉर्स फॉर्म्युला, न्यूमॅन प्रोजेक्शन फॉर्म्युला, हे मी आज पुन्हा एकदा जस्ट रिपीट करत होते. फिशर प्रोजेक्शन फॉर्म्युला, बेच डॉट फॉर्म्युला हे बघितले. त्याच्यानंतर ऑप्टिकल आयझोमेरिझम ह्याच्यावरती थोडा केला, जॉमेट्रिकल आयझोमेरिझम बघितलं. हळूहळू पुढे येत आपण IUPAC नॉमेनक्लेचर. प्लीज एकदा करून होणार नाही तुम्हाला, त्याच्यासाठी इफ म्हणजे 12वी साठी इफ यू आर प्रिपेअरिंग, 11वीचं ठीक आहे, कॉलेज एक्झाम्स आहे, बट इफ यू आर गोइंग प्रिपेअरिंग फॉर द बोर्ड एक्झाम अँड फॉर युअर प्रोफेशनल कोर्सेस, देन यू नीड टू रिवाइज ऑर्गॅनिक केमिस्ट्री. आणि हे पाठांतर करून होणार नाही तुम्हाला. वही म्हणजे जुने यु नो कागद घेऊन, पेन्सिल घेऊन कंटिन्युअस जसं गणित सॉल्व्ह करतो ना, तसे यू विल हॅव टू गो बॅक रिवाइज. बरं, फंक्शनल ग्रुप कोणते, अल्कोहोल कोणता, ROH म्हणजे काय, ROR म्हणजे काय. जर हे झालं ना की मी आय वॉन्ट टू टेक दॅट फंक्शनल ग्रुप रिव्हिजन. RCHO म्हणजे काय, RCOR म्हणजे काय, RCOH म्हणजे काय, हे सगळं तुम्हाला स्वतःहून पुन्हा पुन्हा बसून काढणं. मग त्याचे डेरिव्हेटिव्ह, अमाइड्स काय, मग उलट जायचं, ऍसिड्सला काय म्हणतात, अमाइड्सला काय म्हणतात, अमाइन्सना काय म्हणतात, हे असं. दॅट वॉज विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू IUPAC. ऑरोमॅटिक स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये आपण ऑर्थोमेटा पॅरा बघितलं होतं, इफ यू रिमेंबर. त्याच्यानंतर आपण 1 2 3 कसं, विच हॅज टू बी गिव्हन द प्रायोरिटी. जर बेन्झीन रिंग इज ऍज अ सबस्टिट्युएंट, देन तुम्ही त्याला काय वापरता, फिनाईल म्हणता. हे सगळं लक्षात ठेवायला पाहिजे. आणि मग त्याच्यानंतर आता आपण सुरू करतो रिॲक्शन इंटरमिजिएट्स. तर आता हे जे रिॲक्शन इंटरमिजिएट्स आहे त्याच्यामध्ये पहिल्यांदा आपण फिशन बघितलं. फिशन इज ब्रेकिंग ऑफ द कोव्हॅलंट बॉन्ड. इट कॅन बी होमोलिटिक फिशन ऑर हेट्रोलिटिक फिशन. त्याच्यानंतर जेव्हा होमोलिसिस होतं तेव्हा जी स्पीशीज होते, आता हे जे इंटरमिजिएट त्यांना स्पीशीज म्हणतात, जे मध्ये जे फॉर्म होतात which are very reactive. They are only for a short while. ह्या ज्या स्पीशीज आहेत त्याचं हायब्रिडायझेशन काय म्हणजे त्याचं स्ट्रक्चर कसं होतं हे पण आपण बघितलं. मग त्याची स्टेबिलिटी काय होते हे पण बघितलं. मग आता आपण हळूहळू पुढे आलो आणि आता जेव्हा हा बॉन्ड ब्रेक होतो सॉरी त्यावेळेला आपल्याला काय मिळतं वेदर डू यू गेट अन इलेक्ट्रोफाईल और वेदर डू यू गेट अन न्यूक्लिओफाईल. तर हे सगळं आपण व्यवस्थितरित्या आय मीन दॅट्स हाऊ द कोर्स ऑफ द चॅप्टर इज. आय होप दिस कॉन्सेप्ट सो फार इज क्लिअर. प्लीज गो बॅक म्हणजे पुन्हा एकदा हे धडे वाचा बिकॉज ऑर्गॅनिक केमिस्ट्री इज हायली वोलटाईल. एकदा करून असं म्हणजे थिअरी असं जसं आपण करतो लक्षात तसं ह्याचं होत नाही. त्यामुळे देअरफॉर अगेन आय रिक्वेस्ट यू ऑल टू गो बॅक. काही डिफिकल्टी असेल तर मला पुन्हा विचारा सो दॅट आय डोंट माइंड गोइंग बॅक अँड टीचिंग यू. Okay, now electronic effects in organic reactions. We noted earlier that in a polar, all these are called as polar reactions. ज्या वेळेला तुम्हाला free radicals असतात त्यावेळेला त्या reactions polar नसतात. We noted earlier that in polar organic reaction, the nucleophilic center in a nucleophile attacks the electrophilic center in the substrate. म्हणजे आता हे आपण वरती बघितलं ते. Whereas the electrophilic center in an electrophilic file attacks the nucleophilic center. How electrophilic or nucleophilic center are generated in a neutral substrate. मग आता हे झालंय की हे कसं तयार होतं. मग अशी मी स्ट्रक्चर्स काढून दाखवत होते तेव्हा तुम्ही मला परत रिपीट करायला सांगत होतात की हे कसं होत आहे. सो लेट अस सी की हे कशामुळे होतं म्हणजे का पॉझिटिव्ह सेंटर कार्बन कडेच जातं का नेगेटिव्ह हे क्लोरीन कडेच जातं किंवा फ्लोरीन्स वगैरे असतील तर ते त्यामुळे नेगेटिव्ह सेंटर कार्बन कडे का होऊ शकतं. सो दॅट इज व्हॉट वी नीड टू लर्न. So how electrophilic or nucleophilic center generated in a neutral substrate. This happens because of displacement of valence electron within the same organic molecule which results in polarization. म्हणजे polarization म्हणजे you are getting that positive and negative center. So म्हणजे आता say for example, let me just put it over here म्हणजे मला तुमच्या समोरच. Okay, this is it. But if you have to show this, you have to show that the electrons are going towards Cl. You know, that is, they are, of course, तुम्हाला periodic table माहिती आहे, right? तुमचा आधी झालेला आहे, बरोबर? मग periodic table मध्ये, how are they placed? You have majority metals, बरोबर? एक minute, majority of them are metals. In the periodic table, first you have large amount, that is your alkali metals, alkaline earth metals, then you have the transition elements which are also metals, and then you go to the metalloids. Metalloids are, so from the left hand side of the periodic table if you start, then you can see that tumhala you see the metals and then slowly transition metals, that is from metals to non-metals it is a transition, but त्याच्यामध्ये metalloids येतात आणि मग finally non-metals. So these are some few non-metals, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, bromine. So but they are electronegative. म्हणजे आता लेफ्ट हँड साइड पासून राईट हँड साइड कडे गेल्यानंतर electronegativity starts increasing. If you remember, you must have done this in the earlier standards. That is, as you go, these are the how you learn the periodic table. Why I want to tell you, कारण त्याचा रेफरन्स आता आपल्याला इकडे येणार आहे. So supposing this is my noble gases, halogens. Okay. So now this is my period, and this is lanthanides and actinides. Okay. So this is my periodic table. So when I'm writing across the, I mean, that is this across the period and down the group. So when you're going across the period, you can see that electronegativity, then your this ionization potential. No, these I have you done all these ionization potential, electronegativity हे केलंय का? Atomic size.
Ma'am, electronegativity and atomic size we have done.
Atomic test, you mustn't have done ionization potential. Atomic size, electronegativity increases, right? So increases आहे म्हणून मी असं arrow दाखवते, and atomic size decreases. Down the groove when you come, this is called as down the groove. What happens is electronegativity decreases, correct? Then your atomic size increases. Atomic size increases, okay? And your metallic character, as you go across the period, metals to non-metals. Here, metals to non-metals, Nm. And here down the group, what happens is that metallic character increases. That is, as you go down the group, this becomes metallic. So if you look at this, if you look at fluorine, halogens, chlorine, bromine, and iodine, astatine is radioactive. So I'm not looking. Fluorine is the smallest, most electronegative element, and it is smallest in size, and it's highly reactive. Then chlorine, then you can see that iodine is a solid. It has got metallic luster because it is down the group, so it is having slightly more of metallic properties. That is, it has luster, it is a solid, and all those things are there because down the group some metallic properties are increasing. So this is about the periodic table. What I want to tell you is that now in this right hand side you have more electronegative, which are non-metals. So now these are more electronegative than carbon, and that is the reason why they try to pull the electron towards them. So whenever any group is like this, say for example H and H, okay, and Cl. तो असं ज्या वेळेला असतं त्यावेळेला कार्बन कडे सॉरी क्लोरीन कडे इलेक्ट्रॉन पेअर खेचली जाते, and the bond is not breaking, so you are giving it a delta negative. Delta म्हणजे partial negative charge, and this is given a partial positive charge. म्हणजे say for example HCl ज्या वेळेला असतं त्यावेळेला सुद्धा you can see that ideally the HCl molecule should be something like this, just imagine, but it is not like this because the electron cloud is moving towards Cl because and therefore it is like this, wherein the electrons are pushed more towards chlorine. Chlorine is going to have the electron towards the same thing over here. Wherever the bond is not broken over here, but it is giving rise to a polar molecule. This is called as polar. So HCl is a polar. Here also it is a covalent here, but it is a polar. But if you look at Cl, this is also covalent compound, but it is a non-polar covalent compound. But HCl is a polar covalent compound. कारण इकडे सुद्धा तुम्हाला positive charge and delta negative charge. So two poles are created. So it is a polar. So it has a dipole. Is it clear so far? हे कळलंय तुम्हाला?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now,
Yes, ma'am.
good. So now let us go back to our this. Here it is saying now why this happens. So that why it is happening that you're getting a positive center, negative center. So the displacement of valence electron resulting in polarization. Polarization कळलं ना आता, positive negative of an organic molecule is called as the electronic effect. That is the effect due to the shift of the electrons. The electronic effect that occurs in the ground state is permanent. म्हणजे whenever the molecule is there in that molecule, that effect will be permanent. You are not introducing that. It is the property of the molecule and it just is going to be there. आपण काही केलं तरी तो म्हणजे say for example halogenated compound जे आहेत, क्लोरोमिथेन, क्लोरोइथेन, क्लोरोप्रोपेन, हे जे आहेत ह्याच्यामध्ये हा इफेक्ट आहे. इट इज ऑलरेडी प्रेझेंट इन देम. आपण काहीच करत नाही आहोत. तो इफेक्ट कशामुळे आहे तर बिकॉज ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव्हिटी ऑफ क्लोरीन. Okay, so this takes place due to the influence of certain atom or substituents or certain structural features present in the molecule. Because of the permanent effect which is this is going to be there, it is the property of that molecule. Okay, because why I'm saying we are not doing, because in a reaction there is also a possibility wherein we are going to also introduce the other kind of effect. तो पण आपल्याला बघायचा आहे. म्हणून हे मी वापर. Inductive effect and resonance effect are two example of permanent effects. So now we are going to see these permanent effect. पहिले आपण inductive effect बघणार आहोत. Okay. On the other hand, the electron displacement effect occurring in a substrate due to approach of attacking reagent. Now, in a reaction, there is also this temporary effect. This will happen only when there is some other group which is now going to disturb the neutral molecule. अशा वेळेला तो इफेक्ट फक्त टेम्पररी आहे. जोपर्यंत that reagent is there, that effect will be there. The moment the reagent is gone, that effect will be. This type of electronic effect is called as electronic effect or polarizability effect. We consider various type of electronic effect in the following section. So now we are going to study the now here, this is something which you have done earlier. How is covalent bond formed between two atoms? Okay, that is, if you remember, it is by mutual sharing of electrons. In an ionic bond, one element gives the electron and the other accept the electron. Say for example, NaCl. Sodium is giving its one electron, chlorine is accepting its electron. So you are having Na plus and Cl, and then there is an electrostatic force of attraction. पण असं इथे नाही आहे. In case of your covalent bond, you see that two atoms approaching, and then after a certain particular distance they overlap, so that each one gets one electron. I mean it becomes the duplet of electron, and then the bond is formed. Consider two covalently bonded atoms where Q and R, where R is more electronegative than Q. So now you are forming a bond between Q and R. Q and R मध्ये R हा जास्त electronegative. Will these atoms share the electron pair equally between them? Will they share the pair equally between them? What do you feel? So far what I have been talking, त्याच्याप्रमाणे what do you feel? Will it be shared equally between them, the electron pair?
Yes.
See, read this carefully. It says consider two covalently bonded atoms Q and R. Okay, fine, good. आता आपण त्यांचं bond दाखवूया इकडे Q आणि R. Okay. Out of that, R is more electronegative. Yes, Sameer, Sankalp, yes.
If R is more electronegative, then it will take more electrons, right?
Yes, exactly. You have to be reading this properly. R is more electronegative than Q. So look at my arrow, my bond जर का मी असा दाखवला तर it is equally shared between them. पण मी असं दाखवते wherein the look at the direction of the arrow, it is going towards, म्हणजे असं मध्ये असा आला पाहिजे. So it is showing that the electrons are going from this bond towards R. Will these atoms share the electron pair equally? No. The answer to this question is no, because R is more electronic. Represent the above polar bond between Q and R using fractional charges. आता मी मगाशी जसं सांगितलं तुम्हाला की मग जर का इलेक्ट्रॉन्स R कडे गेले तर R ला चार्ज काय मिळायला पाहिजे? What charge should R be getting? Delta.
Minus.
Yeah,
Okay.
minus. But it is not a complete minus. It is a delta, partial. त्याला म्हणतात partial negative आणि ह्याला म्हणतात partial positive. Are you following
Okay,
this? Okay. आणि तो काढताना सुद्धा डेल्टा, दॅट इज युअर ग्रीक लेटर डेल्टा असं काढतात. एक डेल्टा म्हणजे आपण हीट साईन दाखवतो ना, आपल्याला हिटिंगची साईन दाखवायची असेल तर आपण एक असा डेल्टा काढतो, ट्रायंगल काढतो, आणि हा डेल्टा जो आहे तो असा करून असा दाखवायचा, ज्याच्यामध्ये हा नेगेटिव्ह किंवा पॉझिटिव्ह डिपेंड. इट इज कॉल्ड एज अ पार्शियल नेगेटिव्ह, पार्शियल पॉझिटिव्ह. अख्खा नाहीये. अख्खा दाखवला तर द मॉलिक्यूल, द ॲटम ऑर द ग्रुप इज सेपरेटेड. ओके. Now let us go further. We learned earlier that we started at 7:17, so I will continue till 20:17. Is that okay? No?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. We learned earlier that covalent bond between two atoms differing in their electronegativity is polar covalent bond. So because of this, now because you are having this positive negative, it is called as polar bond. The covalent bond between is, for example, the covalent bond between carbon and more electronegative chlorine is now this. Look at this. This is, can you tell me the IUPAC name of this compound? मला आता दिसले की मी पटापट तेच विचारणार आहे, सो दॅट यू ऑल गेट अ रिव्हिजन. ह्याचं नाव सांगा मला आधी.
Chloro,
Correct. Chloro काय?
chloroethane.
Very correct. Samir, are you there with us? And chloroethane बरोबर है?
Yes.
Okay, good, good. So it is chloroethane. When an organic molecule has a polar covalent bond in its structure, polarity is introduced or induced in the adjacent carbon-carbon single bonds too. This is called as inductive effect. आता आपण बघणार आहोत. See, आता first thing what we saw that what is a covalent bond. Now when two groups which are bonded by a covalent bond, if there is a difference in the electronegativities of the two atoms, then there is an electron shift from the less electronegative element to the more electronegative element. Am I correct? Are you following it?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And the shift is shown by that arrow. आता ज्या वेळेला अजून सुद्धा काय होतं की तो जो इलेक्ट्रॉन खेचण्याचा इफेक्ट आहे, जसं आपण रस्सी खेच करतो ना टग ऑफ वॉर मध्ये, समजा काय असेल तर त्यावेळेला जो ग्रुप टग ऑफ वॉर म्हणजे जो आपण पिकनिकला गेल्यानंतर खेळतो की एक ग्रुप आहे तो रस्सी ओढत असो, दुसरा ग्रुप आहे तो त्या बाजूने रस्सी ओढत असो. मग आता जो मोर इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव्ह ग्रुप आहे त्याच्याकडे ती रस्सी खेचली जाणार, म्हणजे द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स विल बी पुल टुवर्ड्स दॅट. मग तो इफेक्ट एकाकडनं दुसऱ्याकडनं म्हणजे म्हणूनच तर आपल्या हातातनं ती रस्सी हळूहळू निसटायला लागते. तर that transfer of that effect is seen over here. But of course it is in रस्सी खेच काय होतं ते शेवटपर्यंत ट्रान्सफर केला जातो. इकडे तसा नाही होत. हा एक किंवा दोन कार्बन ऍटम ट्रान्सफर झाल्यानंतर थांबतो तो. ओके, इफेक्ट. सो लेट अस सी काय होतंय, आपण ते सगळं बघूया. Consider for example chloroethane. So here you are, in this molecule a positive polarity is developed in C2, okay, carbon 2, by inductive effect of chlorine. This is carbon 1 and this is carbon 2. So in this also it will be developed, but it will be less than this. This will have maximum, then this will be there. Okay. Normally C2 and C1 bond would not be expected to be polar as it is a covalent bond between two atoms of the same carbon. आता ह्याचं म्हणणं काय आहे, व्हॉट डज दिस मीन दॅट अगदी म्हणजे से फॉर एक्झाम्पल मी नुसतं इथेन घेतलं, दिस इज ओनली CH3. This bond is not at all polar because both are bonded to same element, both have same electronegativities. But the moment I introduce Cl into this, now see the effect. It will start pulling the electrons. Now, since this is getting the pull, there will be pull over here also. But this will be delta minus, it will be delta plus, and this will be delta plus. Okay, कारण ह्याच्यापेक्षा कमी. That is called as you are cutting this, त्याच्यापेक्षा कमी इफेक्ट आहे. See, understand that ह्याच्यात आणि ह्याच्यात फरक आहे. If I put it like this, delta plus, this is wrong. Why? Because I'm increasing the plus charge. It is not like that. I'm not increasing the plus charge. It is कमी होतोय. त्यामुळे it will be delta. अजून पुढे गेल्यानंतर अजून डेल्टा. बस पुढे अजून त्याच्या पुढे जाणार नाही. ओके, कळलं का मी काय म्हंटल?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
ओके, सो नॉर्मली जर का C1 आणि C2 नॉर्मल इथेन मॉलिक्यूल मध्ये यू वुड नॉट एक्सपेक्ट टू बी पोलार as it is a covalent bond between two atoms of the same element. Yet this bond acquires some polarity because of the presence of chlorine atom in the molecule. So the moment you introduce chlorine atom, chlorine being more electronegative than carbon, the C1Cl bond is a polar covalent bond with partial negative charge on Cl and equal amount of partial positive charge on C1. So you can see that Cl is getting a negative charge, partial, delta. As C1 is further bonded to C2, the positive polarity of C1 pulls the shared electron pair of C2 and C1 bond. Okay, so this is, it will be shown over here. Hey. ओके, आता इकडून ह्याच्याकडे आल्यानंतर दिस गेट्स अ डेल्टा नेगेटिव्ह चार्ज, दिस गेट्स अ डेल्टा पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज, दिस विल गेट डेल्टा पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज बट लेस देन दिस, ह्याच्यापेक्षा कमी. ओके, as a result, a partial positive charge is introduced on C1 is transferred to C2. This results in developing a still smaller positive charge on C2. In other words, the electron density gets displaced towards chlorine atom not only along C1-Cl bond but also C2-C1 bond due to the inductive effect of Cl. This is represented like this. Okay, fine. So you can see that. म्हणजे इकडे डेल्टा मायनस आहे, इथे डेल्टा प्लस आहे, इथे डेल्टा डेल्टा प्लस आहे. ओके, लक्षात घ्या. आणि हे इलेक्ट्रॉन इथे खेचले जातात ह्याच्याकडे असे. ओके, द arrow head put in the center of the bond is used to represent the inductive effect. ह्या इफेक्टला काय म्हणतात? Inductive effect. It is a permanent effect. This as long as chlorine is bonded ह्या ग्रुपला we cannot do anything. हा इफेक्ट ह्याच्यामध्येच असणारच, आपण त्याला काही म्हणजे काही करू शकत नाही. It is a permanent effect. It is the inherent property of that molecule. The direction of the arrowhead indicates the direction of the permanent electron displacement taken along the sigma bond in the ground state. So this is why it is saying ground state. Ground state म्हणजे normal state आहे. Excited state means when it is getting ready for the reaction. So अशा वेळेला ground state मध्ये असताना त्याच्यामध्ये हा इफेक्ट असतोच असतो. Wherein it is the displacement of electron taking place along the sigma bond towards the more electronegative element. Inductive effect of an influencing group is transferred to the subsequent carbon atoms along the CC bond as it decreases rapidly as the number of CC bonds increases and becomes negligibly small beyond 3 bonds. जसं मी मगाशी म्हटलं की तुम्ही जितके इंट्रोड्यूस कराल, if it is a long change. अच्छा, before that tell me the name of this compound.
Chlorobutane.
Very good. Normal. N-chlorobutane, 1-chlorobutane. See, now butane is Samir, Sankalpa, I will be cutting half a mark over there. Why will I be cutting your half mark?
Because I didn't say one.
Yes. Okay. So always remember, because you know that it can have 2 position, 3 position also. So it should have been not 3 position, because 3 position would also become 2 position. It could be having 2 and 1 chloro. So that is the reason why I will not give you full marks for this. Anyways, so coming back to over here, now you can see that CH2, the maximum effect of positive over here. Then you have D2, delta delta plus. Then you have delta 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 plus. Beyond this, it won't transfer. हे एवढं जास्त, इथे कमी आहे, इथे थोडा जास्त आहे, इथे जास्त आहे. Towards, because this is very near to chlorine. So you can see that this is less, then this is less, this is less. Okay, the direction of inductive effect of a bonded group depends upon whether the electron density of the bond is withdrawn from the bonded carbon or donated by the bonded carbon. Now, inductive effect is also plus effect, that is electron withdrawing or electron donating. म्हणजे आता हा जो आहे तो दिस ग्रुप इज इलेक्ट्रॉन विथड्रॉइंग ग्रुप. ओके, म्हणजे तो आपल्याकडे खेचून घेतोय. सो दॅट इज लाईक इलेक्ट्रॉन विथड्रॉइंग. Say for example, म्हणजे आता I am giving you some example so that it becomes easy for. आपण ड्रॉपरनी शाई भरतो पेनामध्ये. You have done that, I don't know, to you people are ball pen जनरेशन पीपल. फाउंटन पेन वापरलाय का पूर्वी? तर फाउंटन पेन पूर्वी असं उघडायचं आणि त्याच्यामध्ये ड्रॉपर असतो इंकच्या बाटलीत, तो घेऊन मग तो त्याच्यात भरायचा. सो यू आर सकिंग द इंक इनसाइड दॅट ड्रॉपर, से वॉटर ड्रॉपर किंवा काही. त्याच्यामध्ये काय, इट इज विथड्रॉइंग द इंक फ्रॉम द बॉटल. पण ज्या वेळेला आपलं काम झाल्यानंतर आपण काय करतो की यू जस्ट प्रेस द ड्रॉपर अँड देन यू release the ink. So that is called as, it is electron releasing. So have you understood withdrawing? And I think Samir left, maybe he has some other class or something. Last time also he left early that way. after, yeah. So that is called as electron withdrawing and electron releasing group. Have you understood what am I trying to tell you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so now there are two. Now here it is electron withdrawing. So this is seeking the electron towards it. पण असाच उलटा इफेक्ट पण होऊ शकतो हा. So that we can see an example which is according to this ability, the group substituents are classified as electron withdrawing, that is electron accepting, or electron donating, electron giving, that is with respect to hydrogen. So hydrogen is considered as a standard, and based on that, you can say electron withdrawing and electron releasing. In the above example, electron displacement takes place towards chlorine. So you can see that this means that chlorine withdraws electron density from carbon chain and it is electron withdrawing. Chlorine is said to exert an electron withdrawing inductive effect. So this effect is called as negative minus I effect. This effect is called as minus I effect on the carbon chain. Such groups are NO2, CN, COH, COR, OAR. These are the groups which are showing minus I effects. So when you are explaining inductive effect, you should be explaining that. Okay, let us do this small part and then we can stop over here. So that on the other hand, so this effect will be completed. Then I think you have resonance effect. I think this chapter is almost coming to an very huge chapter, Bapre. So yeah, it's Nantarsa Thodam. I think we should be able to complete it by, I assume 2 more lectures I think we may need to complete this ka hyperconjugation. Yeah, then this chapter gets over. Oh. But then the next chapter also is the huge one, huh? संपतच नाही. 2 lectures मध्ये आपला होऊन जाईल हा. Anyways, coming back, where is it gone? Yeah, I'm here. So on the other hand, alkyl groups CH3, CH2, are considered as group exerting electron releasing, that is plus I effect. So these groups will be showing the electron plus I effect. So this problem will solve next time. So let us stop over here. Because the Samir is also not there. When they are there, we can always Suraj and Samir, so that they also, then we can start with resonance. Okay. Chalo.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you so much and bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am.